Hello everyone, Penrose776 here of Fire Emblem Heroes Legendary Banner. Excited to see who's on it. Who's that? Looks like... Oh no. Oh, no, you can't do this to me. You...
As a member of House Nordian,
Oh, and she's got a
to learn how to
sword!
wield a
It's
sword.
Nanna from Fire Emblem Thracia 776. Let me just break things down for you quickly. I have no orbs. Because literally just a few days ago was a new Thracia 776 banner and the Hero Rises banner, both two very great banners for me personally to get a whole bunch of stuff. And so I did. And so I have no orbs. You wait a whole year for a Thracia 776 banner and then two of them come along at once. This is Nanna. Nanna, for reference, is in many ways Fire Emblem Heroes versions so far have both been healers, but don't let that fool you, because Nanna has the same holy blood as Ares and Eldegon, and she is going to stab you to death. And the fact, like, I thought genuinely with the friggin' Staff of 12 Nanna that they'd kind of half forgotten that Nanna is really, really good with swords, but apparently not, which is great because Sword Nanna is one of my favorite units even within Thracia, and yet they have printed her, I repeat, when I have no orbs. Damn you, IS. Damn you. So, Nanna is armed with the Earth Sword, the Land Sword, apparently. It's the Earth Sword. Don't trust what they've written here. That is, in fact, the Earth Sword. In Thracia, this was kind of a Sword for R2 weapon. In Fire Emblem Heroes, however, grants attack +3 at the start of combat if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%. Grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat. Neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks. Disables non-special effects that reduce damage by X%, excluding those inflicted on units' area of effect specials. Prevents foes' specials that are triggered by a unit's attack. And restores 7 hit points to unit after combat. We are seeing here a new level of damage reduction prevention. To begin with, a new melee unit who can reduce damage or reduce damage reduction is something we've been sorely missing because ranged units have fairly broad access to it in terms of Deadeye, in terms of lethality. Tomes can't do it, except for the few tomes that can, but melee units just have nothing against damage reduction for the most part. The exceptions to that are Altinas, both of them, Flavia, I guess, and now this. Except the other thing is, even if you can cut through damage reduction, a really big threat to a lot of units is still hardy fighter armors, because that's not non-special damage reduction, that is in fact special damage reduction. So a hardy fighter armor can still get like an easy 50% damage reduction, even though you are not letting them have any damage reduction. Nanna came here and said, what if we could change that? What if that Hardy Fighter massive instant special simply does not trigger? It doesn't go off. And that's cool. People who are relying on those units should start quaking in their boots a little bit right now. If there's going to be more units like this, then ooh, people should get really worried. But as it is, Nanna can do that. And she's the only unit in the game who can do that. So that's really cool. And of course, it restores 7 hit points to the unit after combat, because we've got to at least pretend it has a bit of its original effect, right? She has Miracle. Interesting special choice there. Attack speed push 4. Pairs pretty well actually with her post-combat healing, because she's not getting 5 damage to unit after combat anymore. In fact, she's going up 2 hit points. Cool. In the B slot, because again this is a legendary unit, we've got our PRF B slot. Hover Zeal enables Canto, Rem +1. Unit deals damage equal to 20% of unit's attack. If unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. Desperation, no HP condition. So the fact that she has an entirely attack speed based kit does not matter in the slightest, because she is desperationing you. She is getting off all her attacks first, and only then do you get to hit back. And dealing damage equal to 20% of unit's attack is actually huge, by the way. That's massive. That's pretty big. I don't know how high her attack is, but her entire kit so far has been attack and speed based. And she's got attack speed menace as well. So yeah, her entire kit is attack and speed based. This is just a really strong, pure offense melee cav unit. Also, I noticed something. You see how it says enables Canto Rem +1 there? You see what it doesn't say? That's right, for the first time in Fire Emblem Heroes history, I have no idea what the words Canto Rem +1 mean, because they haven't spent a whole bloody paragraph explaining it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And more melee units who can cut through damage reduction is, in my opinion, always a good thing. Unfortunately, I don't think this entirely solves the problem for melee units, because there's still like half a problem left. The half a problem left over is the fact that every single melee unit who can cut through damage reduction is red. Every single one of them, all of them. So the question is, how well can Nanna perform against blue units? We'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly what her stats are and what kind of nonsense we can cook up with her. The other thing that's also worth considering here is, what can she do with her own special? Because there's no real special acceleration here, and as a cav unit, especially as a cav unit with a PRFB slot, her access to special acceleration is actually pretty limited. She can't use flashing blades, still the most annoying decision Fire Emblem Heroes has ever made. Well, there's a lot of competition for that slot, honestly, but up there is the fact that cav units can't use flashing blade, because cav units. So yeah, she's stuck with not flashing blade. And she doesn't have a slaying effect either, which, I mean, she's got attack +3, that's fine. We can tell she's getting a lot out of attack here, with dealing damage equal to 20% of her attack. But she doesn't have slaying, so getting a special in combat might be relatively tricky. And big specials do a lot of killing. Without a big special, you're stuck comparing stats. Might be a little tough. But we'll see. We'll see. Nonetheless, Nanna, really cool. I am not going to be able to get her now unless I get incredibly lucky on my free summon. But the moment she's out on another legendary banner, or another mythic banner, or whatever banner she comes back on, Oh boy, I am rubbing my little raccoon paws together with glee. I'm not actually a raccoon, but you know what raccoons do when they're really happy and they're like, I've got hands. Any of you who've watched like animal videos will know what I'm talking about. That's what I'll be doing in the future when I can actually roll for Nanna. Let's see her animations and let's see who else is on the banner with her. There's the sword, that's definitely the Earth Sword, that's what it looks like. You can't fool me by renaming it, and of course she is a pair-up unit. There's the Miracle. Actually, the Miracle could be quite funny if she's able to charge that in combat, then turn into a Wings of Mercy beacon on the banner as well. Thracia, Legendary Celica, Legendary Crom, Miller, Legendary Lilina, Legendary Sigurd, Ulla, Saros, Wolf, Ash, Rennek, and that's it. That's all of them. That's the entire banner. Okay. Availability dates. So yeah, let's do what we always do and go over the colors here. Thanks to the FEH screen for making this easier. Red, instantly, really good. Legendary Sigurd, you all know how strong Legendary Sigurd is. Legendary Lilina, you all know how, well, I don't know if you know this, but she's really strong. But if you do know this, then you know how strong Legendary Lilina is, and the new Legendary Nanna together make an absolute power trio of legendaries on red. Blue and colorless both also pretty good. Ulla, mythic, really nice. Saros, mythic, not the strongest mythic out there, but still really important to have that Anima Season 7th slot mythic. And any merges you get for her are increasing your lift loss reduction. Legendary Crom, kind of being power crept a little by Duo Crom, but that doesn't mean he's not incredibly strong nonetheless. Legendary Crom is still a unit to be feared, and you should fear him. And on colorless, Ash, Miller, both light season mythics, both units you want merges on for scoring, and Wolf is a more like general unit than everything else here, but still really quite strong. One of the better ranged cavs in the game for actually getting stuff done. Put that all together and those are some pretty worth considering colors. Green is the only one that I think is kind of falling off here. Rennek has decent fodder. But then Thracia is technically a mythic, but really struggles to kill anything in this day and age and doesn't really have much in the way of support utility either. And Legendary Celica, I mean, Legendary Celica is pretty good still, not gonna lie, but again, Legendary Celica is one of those units where there are other units who can basically do the exact same thing that Legendary Celica does. So why do you need her specifically, right? Maybe there's a reason you need her specifically, in which case go for her, but green, not so exciting for me. And of course, you don't have any orbs. If you're in my position, at least, you have no orbs for this. So, yeah, if I had orbs, I would definitely spend them on red. I'd probably consider throwing a few at colorless as well, and maybe blue. I'd have to decide on blue. No, actually, I would go blue just because I need Ulla still, and Saros merges I would not turn down, and Legendary Crom merges I would not turn down, so yeah, personally, if I was summoning, which I'm not, I'd go red, blue, colorless, ignore green. But, again, it's your orbs, you get to spend them how you like, so tell me what you're thinking for this banner. But yeah, I'm skipping it out of the fact that I can't not skip it because I have no orbs to not skip it with. Still, wow. Great job, Fire Emblem Heroes, putting the units I really like on the banners I cannot get them on. Of course, you get a Celestial Stone if you spark, and that is it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. So subscribe if you want to catch me then. See ya.